How's it going, everyone? It's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at our Pewag all-square snow tire chains on our 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe. First thing we're going to point out is these links themselves. They are square links and the links are pretty large. So the square links are going to do a great job at biting in to any ice and snow that you might have. These chains are pretty aggressive in their style and build, so they're going to be pretty effective in most inclement weather conditions. The chains are in a ladder style pattern, which means that the chains run perpendicular across the tires. It's really good for starting and stopping, but the quality of the ride might be a little bit bumpier. These chains are built with cams that you can tighten to tension the actual chains themselves, and you just use this provided tool to do that. Just stick it in the middle there and rotate it to get the slack out of the chains. With these chains, they don't have any sort of self-tensioning mechanism, so we recommend putting on a rubber tensioner like we have here. It doesn't come with the chains, but you can get them here at eTrailer, just because when you're driving, things tend to shift and move a little bit, and this does a great job at keeping everything secure as you're moving. The material of the chains themselves is a manganese nickel alloy, which is a great material for both longevity and rust and weather prevention, corrosion, things like that. They'll last you a couple of seasons at least, and I think that they're pretty well built, so I wouldn't worry about anything as far as the longevity of the chains goes. The bag that it comes with is fine, I suppose. It's, as you can see, already got some rips and tears in it, so I don't know, these chains are pretty heavy. I think I would recommend getting some sort of plastic tote or some sort of additional bag just to keep the weather out and keep the chains nice and secure. Overall, these chains are sturdy, they're well built, and I think they'll do a great job in any sort of pretty severe weather conditions. The installation was a little bit tricky. If you don't have everything lined up perfectly, it might be a little bit difficult to make this bottom connection, but overall, it went pretty smoothly. You can check out how we did it. First thing you're going to want to do when installing the tire chains is to lay them out flat, making sure that they are not tangled up and that they're oriented correctly. A good way to find that out is by these links here. You want the flat side against the tire as well as you want the cams on the outside, because you will have to tighten those later. We'll go ahead and drape these over our tire here and just get the rest of the slack to where you need it to be. And then we'll make our first connection in the back. Pretty good amount of slack here. We can go ahead and just get that clipped into our link there, and we'll go ahead and get the front connection. After we make our connection in the back, we can go ahead and make our connection in the front. Oh, okay. For the fit on this tire, as you can probably see in that last clip, it was a little bit tough to get these linked up, but now that we do have it linked up, we can go ahead and use the provided tool and tighten our cams. We got two of our cams tightened down, so it's about as tight as it's going to get, but for these types of chains, we do like to go ahead and put on a rubber tensioner. They're not included, but they will help keep the tension as you're actually moving and driving down the road. Things tend to shift a little bit, so just do this in a star pattern to keep everything in place. So now that we've got it on our driver's side here, you're going to go ahead and do it on the other side as well. Roll forward a couple times just to make sure that nothing comes loose and that everything's fitting the way you want it. Then you're ready to hit the road. That was the look at the Pewag all-square tire chains on our 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe.